Welcome back to Swordbox. Hope you've had a good weekend. Let's check out our verse for today. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. Psalm 19:1. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And he wasn't kidding. Can you imagine that God just spoke and the sun appeared? That's an amazing thing. The sun is a million times bigger than the earth. I mean, we're just a speck in the universe. And when we begin to look around and see what God has done, it is very humbling. We begin to look at the planets that God has created and all the star systems. In 2 Chronicles 6:18, Solomon was praying to God after dedicating the temple to him, and he said, "But will God indeed dwell with men on the earth? Behold, heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain you. How much less the temple which I have built?" When we begin to think about all that God has created and how huge this universe is, and we don't even have an idea, all the technology and the ability we have to see into the stars and the galaxies is just, we don't know how far it goes. We don't know how big it is, but we know that God is bigger than all of that. Kind of puts our problems into perspective when we think about how big our God really is. And that's my challenge to you today, is that you evaluate how big is your God, because no matter how big he is in your mind, there's room for improvement because he's not big enough. There's no way that our finite minds can contain all of God or get a grasp on how big God is. But I just challenge you as you go through this week, as men, we tend to be conquerors. We tend to not stop and smell the roses, and we get so goal-oriented, and we just kind of miss out on the beauty that God has put all around us. And I just challenge you this week as you look around you to realize just how big our God is. He is an awesome God. And no matter how big your problems are, they pale in comparison to the size of our mighty God. God bless you, and I'll see you back tomorrow.